And I go after this movie, and I'm telling you, he's playing Gavin. And for years and years, Gavin's best friend said to me, you need to be friends. It's a profound thing. And last night, I just said, I love him. I wonder what 20 years of my life is. Because I think you're a really good soul advisor. I feel like you lift, you elevate my values. You make me, all day today I was thinking about things we talked about last night, including Ulysses, and we had the Ulysses conversation. No, who's had the Ulysses conversation this week? And you're in the philosophical this episode. Really? No one's had a Ulysses conversation this week? You haven't had a Joyce conversation all week, none of you. Liars! All right, well, that's all. So after this Sean movie, I go to this room, and there's Sean, and there's Gavin, and there's the most powerful agent in Hollywood, and I say to him, what do I have to do to come back? Because I'm basically uninsurable. And, you know, I mean, I've been such a bad girl. Really, I have been such a bad girl. And I refuse to believe that the Robert Downey going to prison thing is a gender issue. So, it's not, you know, I mean, I don't put butts in seats because I'm so beautiful. I put butts in seats because I'm so talented. So, this man who I've always, my daughter are great friends, and I've never seen him as the evil shark. Because I was with his partner, who is the evil shark. But he gives me the 4 caveats, which I cannot tell you, that he demands of me in order for him to do this again. Because I'm 47, and I'm not getting any younger, and there's, I would say 80% of acting and with female stuff is younger girl stuff, and that's just because of who goes to movies. I mean, there's nothing, no blame. It's fine, but. I really believe it. And weirdly, I finished the 4 caveats.
Wow. Well, they're the presser here now, so I mean...
Is there presser?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
well, I'm not telling the caveats at all. That's enough name dropping for tonight. I thought we were private.
She's telling me already anyway. So, just so, we'll open this to the floor, I guess.
It's none of it true.
You're actually a Buddhist as well.
Yes.
What attracted you to that?
It's an economical religion. It's very, I chant Honorary Patronage. And I am really particular about what Kool-Aid I drink because I wanted to come here for theology. so I kind of do, in my own autodidactic way, study why people, if you Google, Google, it's so hard, isn't it? If you investigate, if you study, for instance, genocide, the number one genocide that always comes up before any of them is the Crusades. So, I mean, religion has just done more to kill more people than any other thing. And I chose a religion. It's a religion, a practice and a religion. And so it's a discipline. I chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo in the morning and the evening for about 15 minutes if I'm being lame. An hour of being good, and not at all when you read something horrible about me in the paper. Usually that's because I didn't chant. Really. And I started doing it in the 80s, erratically, up and down, and I got a mandala called a Gohanzen. And it's an old samurai religion. It's a 1234, this little monk, Nichiren, came up with this, it's sort of like Lutheran in a way, that, you know what, these priests aren't going to get us enlightened, we'll enlighten ourselves. And he just made it very simple. It's not fancy pants, Tibetan, bells on. It's a faith. And what really tested my faith in this is I went to see somebody's 90-year-old father in Saint-Tropez, where the 90-year-old father has taken his retirement, not Florida, Saint-Tropez. And I had to be in, the guy still doesn't know this, was very much in love with somebody, and he thought I was in Saint-Tropez. But I was really in Paris, and I had to be in Warsaw that night. And I pulled this off without resorting to a private plane. So I go, it's a 5-hour drive. I get at 4 a.m. and I fired my assistant that day. So 28 bags Charles de Gaulle, myself, I really want to meet this father, right? And the first thing, the father has the stepmother of 35 years. So I want to see what I'm getting into with this man, and it becomes all about what's in. I'm supposed to be there for breakfast. The man is in New York, and he thinks I'm 6 minutes away from his dad because between a coincidence and a big fat lie. So I go, and the first book that comes out of my classy bag is Enlightenment in This Lifetime. And his father's a man of science, and he goes, do you believe that? Do I believe in enlightenment in this lifetime? And I went, ish. and I felt nothing but guilt since then. Like, really? I've been practicing this Buddhism for that long? And ish? Ish is all you get? No, come on, do I believe in enlightenment in this lifetime? You know, I chant every day with that aim in mind. You know, the aim in mind to eradicate the hell and the hunger and the animality, the need for significance, the need for consistency, the need for inconsistency, the need for society, the need for love even, you know, I mean, that's a good need, but growth, contribution, and, you know, maybe back that up. Maybe, you know, when I chant, you know, there's some silent prayers as well as just the Honorary Patronage part of it, but when I chant, I really try and focus on, you look at this thing and you chant for what you want. Okay, so there's many sects of Buddhism, but it's called SGI, Soka Gakkai Value Creation Society. And it was officiated in World War II by a guy named Jose Toda, who was an educator. But Nichiren Buddhism has gone on since 1292, something like that. And it's not esoteric in the terms that there's all the bells and whistles of Tibetan, but you chant. But you start to find that you chant for other people. And then the hardest one is to chant for people you hate. I mean, their real happiness. You know, like, you know, there's a few people I think I hate, actually. Yeah, no, there's a journalist I hate. No,
Just the one?
Well, I mean, how do we define hate? No, just the one. What is hate? I don't know. You guys are philosophy. What is what's hate?
We could be here all night, I guess, without those questions.
Well, answer me. Someone answer me. You're all educated. I'm not.
Lydia.
Is hate rage?
If someone sleeps with your boyfriend, you hate them.
Have been queuing here to get in, so obviously something they value. So if you want to just sort of take over and...
I have taken over.
You have. If anyone has any questions, yeah, you can put your hand in.
Take over from you, like, you know.
From the moment we saw each other,
But it's good, right? All right, so we're Q&A now.
Absolutely.
That's what we're doing, it's nattering. Go, yes.
Courtney.
Hi.
I must say,
What's your name?
My name is Tina.
Tina?
Tina, yeah.
Lena.
Yeah. It
Lena?
sounds like Cleaner, but actually it's not.
Is this Gaelic?
It's a Gaelic name. It sounds like Cleaner, but it actually is. It's Cleaner.
Okay.
Yeah. Courtney, you are a huge inspiration to me. I am an alumni of Trinity, and I've actually flown back to see you tonight.
Oh,
I live in London, and my little sister is still a student here, and she kind of like sneaked me in tonight. I sneaked myself in. No.
What's your question?
I just wanted to say you are my inspiration because you're such a strong woman in life. Who is your inspiration?
Inspiration in what area?
In life. strong woman.
What do I inspire you to do?
You've always inspired me to propel in my field, to not be intimidated by men, because the way you've always been a strong person in your band, in life. I've always felt you're an inspiration because you led the way in your field, and I always feel like I can lead the way in my field because of that. So that's why you've always inspired me. So I've always wondered who inspires you as a person. Who inspired you, or did you
Various people at various times, you know. I mean, I have a friend who's an artist named Sam Taylor Wood. Beaten cancer twice. There's press here, so I don't want to say it all, but she's beaten cancer twice. She had a marriage that she walked the hell away from, built an empire, walked away from it. Directed a movie called Nowhere Boy. Went up and had a baby with the gorgeous 22-year-old, and is an A-list director now, and beat cancer twice, 2 forms, breast, and the other one, I want to say leukemia, but it was rare, you know, and part of, I have another friend, who's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful friend, he's a director as well, and he only sleeps with girls who've had cancer. Or have, no, it's extreme messing around, I call it. Or lesbians. Because he doesn't want anyone that needs him. And the thing about cancer, he says, is that if you've survived it, that you know how to be here now. And that and I said, well, you know, what do you mean? He goes, they never asked for my phone number. I never asked for theirs. I'm like, are you a misogynist? Like, what? There's nothing wrong with being needed. He's like, no, I'm just at work all the time and I'm obsessed with myself and my job and propelling forward and da-da-da. My significance is what he's really trying to say. But it's interesting more about the women, because I've met 2 of these women that, you know, they don't care if he goes away or doesn't go away. You know, it's kind of really cool that in order to acclimate to getting rid of cancer, your brain has to be here now. You can't think about the past, future, or even if, you know, it's just now. And that's so intense, you know. So I guess touche, you know, obtuse way to your different people, different times, you know, for different.
Well, I think you're absolutely inspiring.
Thank you so much.
Okay, is there another question from the floor?
Hey, Courtney, sorry, I'm from the press.
What press are you
Sorry,
from?
Hot Press.
Oh,
You used to work for Hot Press?
Sort
Back
of.
then? Yeah, did you remember anything about the time? Or?
yeah, we saw the editor last night. That was so cute. Wasn't he going back to, like, put it up? He was going back to the office.
Probably, yeah. He kind of lives in the office.
Yeah, with his wife. I used to do a little hoochie coochie dancing on the side, and I did it in Japan. How does a 14-year-old get to Japan? Oh, Jesus. And yeah, I got out of that one, and I got this really nice Canon, and so the first they didn't let. I don't know what happened. I hadn't even seen NME yet. I just seen Hot Press. So I thought Hot Press was. Oh shit! What's your call? Oh, if I worked there, yeah. Well, basically there was a guy. I think we figured out the mystery last night, maybe. It's not about today, because the only 4 pictures that were published. I'm the worst photographer. I really suck. Like, it is. You know how you must know your limitations. I got obsessed with these Andy Warhol land cameras, and I ordered all the 690, 660 film, and I literally gave them all away. I've got 1 photograph of my guitar player's ass crack. That's it. You know.
Is that a good photograph?
What?
Is that a good?
Yeah, it actually is interesting.
Yeah, it's
on the mood board, but I mean, I suck. But this was, I thought, I'll be a rock photographer. Linda Eastman.